Hello everyone, welcoming you all in the sequence where we will be working ahead from where we had left the last time, scrutinizing the most essential drawings to explain a project. See, all these things will actually help you and start getting into the picture once you are actually working on the portfolio for real. I remember about my thesis. I had this huge site to look into, had done a lot of site study analysis from different parameters, a lot of case studies, more of in person and a few of secondary studies of how the commercial complexes around the world work, literature studies of how the markets work, how the activities should be placed, so that the space is active not only during the day but also in the night. It's an active space throughout the year. Because because of this being a huge development, the number of drawings generated were also a lot. A lots of floor plans, movement diagrams, strategy diagrams, sections, elevations, 3D views, renders, so on and so forth, and a few diagrams which are like very project specific. So all in all, the entire drawing docket comprised of, if I'm not wrong, almost 43 to 45 sheets, all of them being A0 or double A0 sizes. Now we are at a stage where we need to concise that information and reduce down to mere 3 to 4 sheets. Yeah, you heard it right. 3 to 4 sheets. Because during an academic submission, you have to show each and every little corner that you have worked on. But here in the portfolio, you need to have a very relevant set of drawings. Only those few drawings which are very essential. You will have to let go of the okay, calm, chill out stuff. जो होता है. And the objective is to keep the best, chop off the rest. I mean, this is the whole mantra of scrutinizing the data. Bringing down the sheet count from, for the starters, 45 to at least 11, 12, so that we'll chop out the rest during the actual composition of the sheets while we will be composing the project. Now, if you remember, we had left the last time on a folder called Photoshop Works. Within that folder, make a folder called Stuff for Portfolio or whatever you feel like. Make sure that you remember this folder need to be organized in a very logical manner. And when I use the word logical, I legit mean logical. So that tomorrow you search for a file and you actually type the name and you search it. Instead of naming the files like fuck this shit, final 3D, and please save me and all these crap don't work. This folder has to have a structure. This folder has to have names which are logical. Just to make life easier, organize it in the basis of your compilation software and follow a 3 folder system. So in the first folder, you'll have your conceptual drawings in which you will have your concept diagrams, your approaches, your zoning, your massing, your SWOT analysis. So all in all, the bigger things of the room. Then comes the folder in which you'll have the things. For example, I have the concept sheet, the literature study which shows how the market activities were placed, how the different strategies were worked out, the SWOT analysis of what are the potentials of the site, what are the threats to the site, how can the site be developed in future, all these things which will help you reinforce the design later on. The second part of the folder is called technical drawings. In this technical drawing folder, you'll have plans, sections, elevations, and all sort of those technical drawings which really make the project. For example, you don't have you have never worked on the elevation that much that it doesn't look like a designed elevation. Do not think twice before letting it go. You can chuck it in the fuck it bucket. Don't need to put it in the portfolio. In the portfolio, focus on putting your best foot forward. None of the person who's going to review the portfolio know that you didn't work on the elevation until unless you show them that way. It is up to you, it is in your hand, it's in your control what kind of impact you want the reviewer to have. Then the third folder of this system will be renderings or visualizations. These comprises of architectural renders. Put in the views in which you see more of design, more of how the spaces are talking to each other, more of how the built masses are stitching together, how are the open spaces flowing into each other, instead of gloomy suns and people moving here and there. How this, once you start organizing your data at this level, this is gonna help you later in life as well. Because in the upcoming years, you'll be working in organizations where it's about organizing and it's about maintaining a file system and it's about maintaining a folder system. Because there, not only you, but there'll be like 70 other people who will be getting access to that folder. and in your absence, it shouldn't happen that someone's not able to find a file. So make a habit of organizing your folders systematically with proper names and dates. So once you have collated and sorted this data, we can move on to the next stage in which we'll be focusing on finalizing a page size for the portfolio.